Picture this. You spot the perfect breakout. You're about to nail the entry, your finger hits buy, and boom, you get filled 20 cents higher than you expected. Not because you were wrong, not because the setup failed, but because your internet decided to take a coffee break at the worst possible moment. If you've ever blamed this kind of slippage on the market, there's a decent chance your internet connection was the real culprit. Today, I'm going to show you why your internet speed can matter more than the most expensive trading computer money can buy. And yes, this one's going to hurt a little, but it can save you a lot of money. Let me start with a reality check. I talk to traders every single day who proudly tell me they've upgraded to the fastest internet package available in their area. They're pumped until they run a speed test and realize they're getting half of what they paid for. So then I ask one simple question every time. Are you trading wired into the router, or are you just trading on Wi-Fi? Because here's the brutal truth. Wi-Fi is probably sabotaging your trading performance right now. Now, before we go any further, let's do a quick reality check on your own connection. Let's run an internet speed test and find out how fast your connection is right now. Go ahead and open a browser. Go to easytradingcomputers.net/speed. And I'll drop a link in the description so you can click there quickly. So when you get to the page, go ahead and scroll down under the video. There's this big go button here. Go ahead and click that big go button. And the first number you're going to see here is the ping. And the ping is the time it takes for a really small packet of data to travel from your machine to your provider's closest server and back. Think of it like making a phone call. It's the time it takes for the other side to answer the call. And ideally, you want this number under 50 milliseconds or optimally under 30 milliseconds. Here I'm at 2 milliseconds. Anything over 100 milliseconds, and you're definitely going to have issues with slippage and bad executions. The next number we're going to look at is this jitter. The jitter is how consistent is the ping. If the jitter is higher, your data will stutter or burst on and off. And that is a huge problem for live quotes, and it's a huge problem for order routing. We want this jitter to be as low as possible. Under 10 milliseconds is a really good number. Over 30 milliseconds, and your trading platform and your other apps like Zoom are going to drop out. You're going to have real problems. Now, for download speed, we want at least 100 megabits per second, but that's a bare minimum. Here I'm taking in 939 megabits per second, and that's the same for the upload. So again, we want this ping under 30 milliseconds. We want this jitter under 10 milliseconds. We want the download of at least 100 megabits per second, upload at least 100 megabits per second, and we want as much as we can possibly get. Like I said, I recommend at least 100 megabits per second in both directions if you're a serious trader. Saving $50 or $100 a month on internet only to lose thousands on bad fills is a terrible trade. Don't cheap out. Quick timeout. If you want a clean breakdown of how internet, CPUs, RAM, graphics cards all work together for trading, grab my complete guide to trading computers. It's free. It's practical. It'll save you from making an expensive mistake. That link is in the description. All right, let's talk about how Wi-Fi is public enemy number one. Even if your speed test looks great, Wi-Fi can still be a bottleneck. That's because a wired Ethernet connection absolutely crushes wireless every single time. When you plug into an Ethernet cable, you're creating a private, dedicated highway between your computer and the internet. That cable is shielded from interference, and it can run hundreds of feet without losing signal quality. There's no competition, there's no guessing, just clean, consistent data flow. Wi-Fi, on the other hand, is chaos. Your router is blasting radio signals through walls, furniture, and whatever else is in the way. And it's not just your devices, it's your neighbor's Wi-Fi, it's their smart TV, it's their kid's gaming console. Everything is fighting for the same airspace. That's something called spectrum competition, and it absolutely murders trading performance. Here's something most people don't realize. A Wi-Fi antenna can either send or receive data, never both at the same time. Ethernet can send and receive simultaneously, which dramatically reduces latency. That difference matters when milliseconds separates profit from pain, and this is why wired connections feel instantly smoother. What's the result of all this Wi-Fi nonsense? Charts freeze at the worst possible moment, orders lag when the market's moving fast, and you sit there staring at your screen asking, what just happened? If you've been there, you know it's infuriating. Now, I know some of you are thinking, I trade on a laptop. I can't always be chained to the router. Fair enough. And that's why there is exactly one wireless technology worth talking about right now. And it's not cheap, but it actually works. It's called Wi-Fi 7 with AFC. AFC stands for Automated Frequency Coordination. And yes, that's a mouthful. For years, Wi-Fi routers have been artificially limited to avoid interfering with government systems. AFC removes those handcuffs when it's safe to do so. When the coast is clear, your router gets permission to unleash more power. Technically speaking, AFC lets routers jump from about 1 watt of power to 4 watts. In wireless terms, that's the difference between whispering and shouting. Suddenly, your signal goes farther, faster, and with fewer dropouts. Traders can expect to see a Wi-Fi speed jump from 30 megabits to up to 500 megabits or more. And that's real performance. That's not marketing fluff. With AFC-enabled Wi-Fi 7, charts update smoothly, orders fire faster, video calls stay stable, and slippage caused by connection lag drops dramatically. Again, when milliseconds matter, this can be a serious upgrade. But let me be very clear. Even with all this fancy tech, wired is still king. Ethernet remains the gold standard for trading stability. Wi-Fi 7 is the backup plan, not the ideal setup. Wherever you can plug in, plug in. There are also limitations you need to know. Not every device can take full advantage of AFC speeds. Your router might blast a strong signal, but an older laptop can't always send data back as fast. Most traders are downloading more than they're uploading, so it's usually fine. But algo traders should pay extra attention here. Also, AFC isn't guaranteed to work everywhere. Sometimes location detection fails or approval isn't granted. There are some privacy trade-offs too, since the router needs GPS coordinates. For most people, the performance boost is worth it, but it's something you should be aware of. Right now, there are only a handful of routers that support AFC, and the two I'm aware of are the Asus ROG Strix model and the Ubiquiti Unified Enterprise 7. Availability also depends on your country. The US supports it well, but other regions are still catching up. When everything aligns, it's impressive. Okay, changing gears a little, let's also talk briefly about Starlink, Elon Musk's Starlink. For traders in rural areas, Starlink has become a legitimate option. Ping is going to be higher than fiber, usually 40 to 60 milliseconds, but still tradable. Speeds often exceed 100 megabits per second, and for many traders, it's been a complete game changer. Consistency in your connections matters more than peak speed. A stable 75 megabit connection beats a wildly fluctuating 100 megabit connection every time. Starlink has improved a lot in this area recently. For remote traders, it's worth serious consideration, especially compared to DSL or cellular connections. Don't trade on a cellular connection. 5G can really suck for trading and can be very inconsistent. So here's the bottom line. Stay wired whenever humanly possible. If you must go wireless, Wi-Fi 7 with AFC is your best bet. Aim for at least 100 megabits per second upload and download, but shoot for as much as you can possibly get. Your internet connection is just as important as your trading platform and your charts. Milliseconds matter. Every part of your setup has to work together. If your internet is weak, everything else suffers. Don't let it be the bottleneck. And dude, why haven't you subscribed yet? If you made it this far into the video, you gotta subscribe. I'm dropping new content to help you squeeze more out of the markets all the time. Slam that subscribe button right there. Drop me a comment. Check out my other videos as well. And if you haven't already, grab the complete guide to trading computers. It'll walk you through all of this step by step so you don't have to guess your way into bad technology decisions. And one last thing, if you know you're ready to upgrade to the ultimate trading computer setup, check out the powerful machine we currently have on sale. It's built specifically for traders who don't want tech holding them back. That link is in the description. My name is Eddie Z. Thanks for watching, and you definitely want to check out this video next. And as I always say, may the trend be with you.